Hello and welcome to week 5. So this week we're going to finish up our unit on children's health by looking at some communicable illnesses, some common childhood illnesses that we may experience in our classrooms because I think we all would agree that children have germs and like to share germs. So chapters 5 and 6 in your textbook are going to be the last two that we're going to be covering in children's health, and so that's what you're going to be looking at this week. So when you look into our weekly information, we're continuing on with the health of young children, but this is going to be our final week before we get into Unit 3, which is going to be dealing with the safety aspect. So as I said, you're going to be looking at chapters 5 and 6. Chapter 6 is fairly short, so that's why I kind of lumped it in with chapter 5 because I felt like it did have some good information that I wanted you to read. And so I have put the PowerPoints in here as well. And then your discussion board is going to be a short, it's about 5-minute video that a colleague of mine recorded that looks at the health indicators in the Eckers. Now, I don't know how familiar you are with the Eckers, but it's the big yellow book that is used for rating programs on how they're doing with their quality. And so I was fortunate enough to do ratings for several years. And so there's actually 43 items that we have to look at when we go into a classroom or a center. And so some of them do deal with the health aspects. It also deals with safety. And so, like I said, we're going to get into that in our next unit. So this video kind of walks you through what does the Eckers say about what we should be seeing when it comes to high quality with children's health. So once you have viewed the video, then you're going to do another 3, 2, 1. This one's a little bit different. You're still going to do 3 things that you learned that were new. 2 ways you can apply this in your personal or professional life, but the difference is going to be on a question. I'm asking you to give me one question that you have after viewing the video. So that I can make sure that you really feel comfortable leaving this unit on children's health. So this is definitely one where I will be responding within the discussion board so that everyone can see my answers. And then that way we don't have a lot of repetition with the question. So something a little bit different just gives you an opportunity to make sure that you feel really comfortable with this material. But that's really all you have to do for this week as we wrap up our unit on children's health. Don't forget that your growth brochure or flyer is due by the end of this week. Because that was an assignment that dealt with Unit 2. So make sure you have that submitted by midnight on Sunday. And so I will be working next week to get those graded before we get too far into Unit 3 on safety. So have a great week finishing up learning about the different illnesses that children may have and how they spread them in the classroom, how you can avoid some of that spread. So have a great time reading chapters 5 and 6. Finish up your growth brochure and flyer and get that submitted. And I will see you in week 6.